Good morning. Okay. How is it going? Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to learn to read the abacus. Here's my abacus, and I need to adjust. Okay, here we are. And let's see. Okay, good morning, good morning. What we're doing is we're learning how to read the abacus, and this is my abacus. An abacus is a counting tool. Because it's a counting tool, it just tracks our numbers so we can see how the representation is. So we have our number 2,678. We're going to do 2, 1, 2. That's what 2 looks like. And then we do 6, 5, 6. The top bead will always be 5, and then the bottom bead is always a value of 1. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. So we have 6. We have 2, and then 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. Again, the top beat is always 5. This is 6. This is 7. And then we have 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have our number 2. So we're going to color in 2. There we go. 2, 2. We do 6, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe I should just dump it. All right, I'm tired with this. All right. Here we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So what we're doing, and then we have our next number. We have 7,002. Because we have 7,002, what are we going to do? Well, again, we're going to do our 7. So we have our thousands. So on the abacus, we have place values. We have our ones, our tens, thousands, and then 10,000s. And when we're looking, we have 7. We're going to do 7, 2, 2. Let's do 2 first because 2 is easy. 2 is 1, 2. Anytime the beads are touching the horizontal bar, maybe I should write that down. No, anytime the beads are touching the horizontal bar, that is what's considered a counted. So this is the horizontal bar. This is the beam. This is the reckoning bar. It separates the heaven beads to the earth beads. So these are the earth beads, and the earth beads has a value of 1, 1, 2. So we're doing 7,002. So because we have 2 here, that means this will be 0, this will be 0, and then this will be 7. 7 will be over here. So we're going to add the beads to 7. 5, 6, 7, 5. The top bead was always 5. Thank you so much for liking my live. The top bead is 5. So we have 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to color in my abacus. I have 5, 6, 7. We have 2, 1, 2. And then we have our next number. Our next number is 5,634. When we're going to clear our abacus, this is 0. 0 means none of the bars are touching the horizontal bar. None of the beads are touching the horizontal bar. Because they're not touching, this is all 0. Now we're going to do 5,634. Well, let's start with the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anytime the beads are touching the horizontal bar, this is what's being counted. So this is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have 3. Thank you, Perez, for checking in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So we have 3, 1, 2, 3. So we have 4, 3, we do 6. 6 is 1 top bead, 1 bottom bead. The top bead is a value of 5, and the bottom bead is a value of 1. Together, we have 6. 5, 6. And then we do 5. 5 is just the top bead. So we're going to color in 5, 6, 5, 6. We have 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we are. So then we're left with this number. We have to do 9,829. I'm going to clear my abacus. When I clear my abacus, I just need to push all the beads away from the horizontal bar. I just need to push all the beads away from the horizontal bar. So my number is 9,829. I'm going to start here because this is where my ones place is. My ones place is where this dot sees. Do you see the dot? So this is where my ones place is. I'm going to add 9. That's 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I have 2, 1, 2. This is in my tens place. And then I have 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Again, I have 9. 9 looks like here on the ones place, 9 looks the same on the thousands place. The only difference is the place value of the abacus. The abacus tracks your number. So when we're looking at it, it's easy to see what number we're looking at. So we have 9,829. I'm going to color it in my abacus. 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 2, 1, 2. We have 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 9 again. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The interesting thing, the one thing about the abacus, it's that easy for the, not supertizing, it is also supertizing, but to be counting on. So what we want to do is we want to learn how to count on. This is a kindergarten skill. And so in abacus, we actually start with counting on with the 5. So it starts the process of counting on. Whereas we don't need to count from 1. When we count, we don't need to start from 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Here, that's where we start counting. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's it. All right. So our next number is, hello. Hey, Chocolat. Welcome back. Welcome back. Our next number is 4,310. So we do 4,310. 10 is a 0. 0 is there's no beads touching the horizontal bar. So what we want to do is we have 0 here, and then this is our tens. It has 1 tens and then 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then we have, again, you're still confused, cool cat? 4, this is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, and 0. So we have 4,310. So counting on the value of 1. So this is the earth beads. This is the value of 1. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to put it in our, we're going to color it in our abacus. So we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and then 1. And our 0 means that there's no beads touching the horizontal bar. 5 above the line, below is if it's 10, it goes to the left. Yes, exactly. Thank you. If it's 10, it goes to the left. Yes. Well done. Well done. That's a really good one. That's a really good one. Thank you. I'm going to have to save that. All right. So we're going to continue on. This is 2,495. That's what we're going to do. 2,495. We're going to put it into this abacus over here. So when we're looking, Kilo, if you just listened, that's what I'm doing. Thank you, Chris, for checking in. All right. So we're going to do 2,495. So again, we're going to do 5. 5 is always the top bead. This is my reckoning bar. This is my horizontal bar. My horizontal bar is what tracks my number. So because it tracks my number, this bead is touching my reckoning bar. My reckoning bar is counting this as 5. This is my ones place. Reckoning bar. Here we have 9. We're going to do 5. Now we're going to count on from 5 because we know 9 is greater than 5. So we're going to count from 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hello, hey, welcome. I just joined. Okay. I'm just explaining. You could make a song? Yeah, you could. That's a good one. I'm going to have to figure that one out. I'm going to have to figure that one out. This one is 4. We're going to have to put 4 in this column. Because if you notice, every column is a place value. We have our ones, our tens, our hundreds, our thousands. And we do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we do 2. So we have our thousands. This is our thousands. We have 1, 2. So all the bottom beads is called the earth beads, right? If you want to be poetic. Bottom beads. All the bottom beads has a value of 1. Anything below the horizontal bar, anything below the reckoning bar is considered the bottom beads. Anything above the reckoning bar is considered the top beads or the heaven beads. So, wow, learning about Abacus is amazing. Thank you. Okay. So we have 2,495. So I'm going to color it in my abacus. So I'm going to do 2. See, that's what I'm saying, Kilo. Just pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm doing. I'm just explaining it. That's all I'm doing. I'm explaining how to read the abacus. When we get to adding and subtracting, then I have to be reminded to do a review. But thank you, Kilo, for the comment. I didn't mean to be rude. It was just one of those things, like, that's what I'm doing. I'm just explaining how to read it right now. And then when we get to adding and subtracting, we will start going into it. So you can do add, subtract, multiply, and divide on the abacus. So we have 2,495. Why are the blue beads down? Oh, these ones are down because it's 5. So the value of 5 is right here. This is 5. That's what 5 looks like. This is 5 over here. Then we have 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Does that make sense? JCS is I don't know, whatever. Yes. Yo. Indicating 5. Yes. So that's what we're going to do. So the blue bead is always 5. Think of the line, right, that adds it. So when we're looking, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we have 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So our next question is 1,995. We have 1,000. So I'm going to clear my abacus. To clear my abacus, all I have to do is push my beads out. So we have push my beads out. This is now 0. Because this is 0, I have what? I'm going to do 1,995. So I have 1,995. So 1,000 and then 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my God. And then this is 5. I was talking. Tree of Nod. That's funny. All right. Sorry. Focus. So we have 1,995. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it on the abacus. I'm going to color it in. So for those of you that are interested, I do have something like this. I do the 3-digit. It is available in my TikTok shop. If you're looking for something to, it's a maze. It's all about a maze. And so I'm going to put 9. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're counting on from 5. Abacus provides the ability to count on from 5. This is a kindergarten skill called counting on. We don't need to count from 1. We just count from 5. And then from there the children can start counting from anywhere else. But that's the point, right? The idea was to be able to count on. So here is 5. So 5 is just the top bead. My grandma had a, hey, really? Ooh, does your grandma still have the wooden one? Oh, I wonder if you could use it. Oh, yeah, right? I wonder if you could use it. So here's my next number. My number is 2,760. I cleared my abacus. When I clear my abacus, I'm just pushing all my beads up or away from the reckoning bar, because the reckoning bar is what tracks our numbers. When we track our number, it's what's being counted. So right now, none of the beads are being counted. So we have our number 2,760. So I'm going to do 2,760 with a 0. Don't forget 0 is our placeholder. We always remember that there's a 0 for our placeholder. We're going to do 6. So we do 5, 6. We have 7, 5, 6, 7, and 2. 1, 2. Anything lower than the bar, anything at the bottom of the bar is a value of 1. Anything above the bar is a value of 5. What? Oh, thank you, Kila, for the question. So when you're looking with a place value, those are what are called decimal points. That's a really good question. So Kilo asked, what about the 2? These ones over here, I don't use because I'm not using decimals. So when you look, this is my ones. After the ones, there's a decimal that sits between the ones and the tenths. So here, if I was to do money, then I can use these two, but I'm not doing money, so I don't really do decimals. And then maybe I'll do it later. I have a book that I'm going to create that we're going to do decimals. So, excuse me, we have our ones, our decimal sits right here, and then we have our tenths and then our hundredths. So when we're looking, we can do 2,760.50 cents. That's what that means. Yeah? Oh, that's a really good question. Thank you, Kilo, so much for the question. Yeah, I'm not mean. It just depends on what the questions are. Sorry, let me focus. Okay, 8,478. So what we're doing is we're going to do 8,000. We have 8,478. And how does that read? That reads 8. We're going to be counting on, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, because we know 8 is greater than 5. So when we count on, we know 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice we have 5 plus 5 plus 3 is 8. And then this is 7. We have 5, 6, 7. 5 plus 2 is 7. We have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. So we're going to color that in. I'm going to have to buy it later. Oh, thank you, Kilo. I hope it works well for you. So we're going to do 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's what that looks like on the abacus. And then we have our next number, 9,010. Because, hello, Andre. Back for today's lesson after last night. So I'm going to clear my abacus. I cleared my abacus. What I did is I pushed all my beads up away from the reckoning bar, and now my abacus is nice and zeroed out. It is reset. So we're going to put in 9,010. Don't forget we have our place values, our placeholders. Our zeros are our placeholders, right? So we have our 9, 0, 1, 0. So on the abacus, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 1. Okay, Kilo, thank you so much for dropping by. And I'll see you in my next live. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cookie Ookie. Bye. Bye, Kilo. So we have 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 0, and then we have 1. And then this is 0. So that's the number we're trying to do, 9010. So then we have our next number, which is 2,917. Thank you so much. So we have 2,917. So we have 2,917. So we have 2, 1, 2, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. We have 1, and then we have 7. 5, 6, 7. So we're going to color it in. Thousands, that's my 2,000. 900, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 1, we have 7. 5, 6, 7. And then we have our last number. We have 1,426, and that's going to go into here. So I'm going to clear my abacus. All I did was I pushed my beads apart away from the horizontal bar, and now we're going to count 1,426. So we have 1,400, 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 1, 2, and then 6, 5, 6. So when I'm going to put on my abacus, I do 1,400, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 2, 1, 2, and then 6, 5, 6. Every column is a place value. So we have our ones, our tens, our hundreds, our thousands, and our 10,000s. And that's what that looks like. And that's it. So, are we ready? Are we ready? We're ready. It is your turn to tell me what these numbers are. And I gotta find my... Whoa! Ugh. I always misplace it. I don't even know where I put it. Yeah. There's a lot of books. I don't even know where I have it. I haven't put it. Sorry. Disorganized. Is it this one? No, not that one. Oh, here it is. Got it. All right. Are we ready? Is this... I should do that. Hot Jurian, you're so funny. Okay. No, I don't teach at Hogsworth. But I'm here to teach you. Oh, I need this. All right. Okay. It is now your turn to tell me about you. Tell me about you. All right. So let's see. That's not working. I'm going to just, this is upsetting. All right. How are we doing? Now it is your turn. Ready? Ready? Are we ready? Okay, we're going to do 4 digits and we're going to do it again. So we have our hundreds, our thousands, right? And I'm going to color it in. So our thousands, our hundreds, our tens. What number do we think that is? What number do we think that is? We have our number and then that. What are we doing? What's our number? So, for those of you that are interested, I do have this. Thank you, Jenny Smith. Yes, it is. That's what it is. Yep, it is. Okay, so we have our next number. Goes up. And now we have that one. All right. What is our number? We have our thousands. We have our thousands. We have our hundreds. And, okay, thousands, hundreds, 9. I'm sorry. This is our tens, and then this is our ones. I can read, wizard. Yes. Yes, hot, you can. Thank you, Jenny Smith. 3395. Thank you, Real. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you. Yes. And so if you notice, there's a dot here. This dot is your thousands. So it's easy to label, right? We have our ones and our thousands. And so when we're looking, oh, I guess I should do that too. Put in the commas. Maybe I'll do that next time. So we have our next number. What is our next number? You made it so easy to understand. Oh, thank you so much, Jenny. Thank you, Lee. Welcome. Welcome. So, what is our next number? Clear my abacus. I have my thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. What number do we think that is? Oh, I got to color it in. Yep. After we do this, then we'll go into some adding and subtracting. Thank you. It is not 9. It is not 9. 7? It's not 7. Okay, so 9 looks like this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7 looks like this. 5, 6, 7. What we have is 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what 8 looks like. And then we have 3, 8, and then 5. Yes, thank you. Almost real. So when we're looking, we have our decimal places. I use this as my ones place. So after the ones is a decimal. So we have our ones, our decimal, and their tenths and the hundreds. So when we're looking, this number would be really, it would be 8, 3, 8, 5.00. That's what that would be real. Does that make sense? Hello, Travis. So when we're looking, yes, well done, Travis. Well done, Monkey Man. No, it's not 5. It's not 1. It's not 6. It's 3. You got the 3. You got the 8. You got the 3. You have the 8. So then, yeah, that's what the dots are for. The dots are for labeling the ones and the tenths. So then we have what? You had 6? I don't know how you got 6 because it says 8 here. Every column is the same. So if this is 8, this would be 8. And then what? This is 5. The top bead is a value of 5. So, yes, thank you, Copper. Yes, I did understand this 10 minutes ago. And now it's crystal clear. Right? Right? It's easy. Where am I doing?
Oh, I can see everything.
Right? So good. Yeah. And that's what makes sense. And it's good that, you know, when you do make the mistakes, then I can actually see what you see, right? Because I can see it, right? It's clear to me, but I don't know how you guys are watching it. So when you guys tell me, then that's why it's good that you guys comment. So Monkey Man, did that make sense of what the numbers are? And then we're going to go to our next number. So we have 8,385. Takes me to 3,000. There we go. So we're going to go over here. Thank you guys so much for liking my live. We're going to continue on to figure out what this number is. What is this number? I'm going to clear my abacus. There I go. Clear my abacus. And then what do? I need to tell me what my numbers are. I have this number. This number. So I have my thousands. I have my hundreds. my tens, and my ones. What number? Yes, thank you. We have 8,000. Well done, Jenny. Thank you, Travis. Yes. So we have 8,352. Well done. So we have our 8,000. Yep. Good, good, good. So thank you, Lee. Thank you, Real. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear my abacus. To clear my abacus, I just need to push the beads away from the horizontal bar. Now I reset, and I'm going to put in my thousands, my hundreds, my tens, and my ones. So we have my thousands, my hundreds, my tens, and my ones. What number do we think that is? Thank you, Jenny. 9,000, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 5, 6, 7, 2, 1, 2, and then 1. Travis, I surprised myself. This is cool learning. This is the fun grade, isn't it? Thank you, Lee. Yes, 9,721. Well done. Well done. Oh, thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you so much for the gifts. So, we got to do 9,000. Okay, there we are. 9,721. Did I do that wrong? No, I didn't do it wrong. Okay, good. Because I don't want you guys to see the answers. Okay, so what are we going to do? What's our next number? We have our thousands, our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. We have our thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. What number do we think this is? Hot. I don't know if hot's still here. All right. Yes. No, Travis. This is a 0. So you have to remember that there's a placeholder. So this is 0. So you're almost there. So you have 5,260. Yes, well done, well done. Well done, Real, well done. Almost, Michael. When we're looking, if you notice that there's a horizontal bar, this is what tracks our number, but also the positioning of the beads. So when we're looking, we have 5. The top bead is always 5. The bottom bead has a value of 1. When you look, the beads over here is the bead over here is below. So this is 1, 2. And then you had 2 that was fine, but then you said that this is 2. This 2 does not look like the same as this 2. This 2, there's a top bead. This top bead is worth 5. So we have 5 and then 6. And then we have 0. So every top bead is a value of 5. You have 5, 2, 6, 0. Thank you, Kai. Does that make sense, Michael? So when we're looking, it is not 1, 2, 1, 0, 2, 2. 2 1 looks like that. 5 looks like that. This is kind of hard. Hello, Panda. Almost. So we have 5,260. So we're going to review again. Michael, do you understand that this is 1? You got that. You got 2, 3, 4. Not a problem, right? Do you see that there's a top bead up here? Michael, do you see that there's a top bead? Okay, good. This top bead is a value of 5, no matter what. So because it's a value of 5, pretend that it's a nickel. I don't know where you are in the world, but in America, we use nickels. So this is 5, right? 5 cents. So the top bead is worth 5. Then when we count, we said 6. No, that's not 7. This is 6. This is 5. This is 5, not 7. Then this is 6. If that's 6, 6 is 1 plus 2. 5 plus 1. That's what 6 looks like. 7 looks like that. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Do you understand that this is 5? And then after we have 5, Michael, if you're playing with me, I'm going to move on because I can't be wasting my time like this. We're not adding, yeah, you add. But do you understand that this is 5? Okay. So then when we add, you had 7. This is what 7 looks like. So if I give you this, what number is that? 9. Thank you, Jimbo. That is 9. Thank you, Boo. So 9 on the abacus looks like this. That's what 9 looks like. Because we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then it just repeats itself. So we have 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. It just depends on where you are. So if I did 9, I can do 8. Right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9, and notice I have 1 bead down here. That means it's 1 bead less. So this is 8. If I did this is 7. Do you notice that there's difference? The difference is in the beads. Because the beads are showing you what the numbers are. This is 7. 5, 6, 7. This is 8 because we added 1 bead. Notice the difference? So what we're doing is we're understanding the patterns. So we have 5. This is 6. Notice that we have 1 extra bead added to this column. So because we have an extra bead, this is 6. And then we have 7. We have an extra bead. So when we're looking, this is something that we're going to have to remember. We have 5, 6, 7. And that's how you count it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So when we're looking, okay, so 1, 5, 5, 2, okay, we're over here. So the answer is 1. Oh, no. 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 The answer is not 1. The top bead is a value of 5. So this is 5. This is 2. 1, 2. I don't know where the 0 comes from. Because it's clear that the 0, right, that this is 2. The beads that are touching the horizontal bar is 2. And then, thank you, Jenny. Almost, OG, almost. Because we have to do thousands. Our 0 is a placeholder. So we have 6, 5, 6. And then we have 0. Does that make sense? So we have thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. You don't count the other beads. You don't count the other beads. Nope. You count. You look at it as a column by itself. Every column is like this. So what number is that? Right? And then what number is this? And then what number is this? And then what number is that? That's how we're doing it. Does that make sense, Michael? Okay. We're going to continue on to, are we in kindergarten right now? Yes. No, we're in the fun grade. We're learning how to read the abacus. So this is 5,260, and it takes me to this number over here. Okay, what number do we think? So the first thing we need to do is we need to understand, what? We need to understand how to read the abacus. After we learn how to read the abacus, we can go into adding and subtracting, which would probably be giving us into kindergarten or into first grade. But if we're talking about like skill level, this is like beginner skill level, just because you need to understand what it looks like. Your pointless forest. There's no pointless forest. Thank you, Yao. So yes, I'm sorry. We have 8,000. We have 8,000. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, OG. Almost OG. We have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 7. 5, 6, 7. So we have 8, 3, 9, 7. So when we're looking, this is not 9. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Travis. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Yao. So we have 8,397. So we have our next number, which is, what number do we think that is? So we have our thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. Oh, good, Vicky. Thank you so much. I didn't start from the very side, the very right, because I have a label. Hold on just a minute. Let me cut that in. Right. So the reason why is because I have a label. This label right here tells me the ones place. Because I have the ones place, then I have room for decimals. That's why. I mean, I could, but then I'm so used to having this as my label. So we have our label, or ones, and then notice there's another label here that says my thousands. So then I have my decimals over here, my tenths and my hundreds. That's why, Vicky. Did that make sense? Okay, good. Good. That made sense? Good. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that it made sense. All right. So what is our number? 1,774. Well done. Well done. Thank you, Pelly. Well done. So we got 1,774. What do you get? 1, 7, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have what? What is our number? I'm going to clear my abacus. I'll put it on my abacus. I'll do thousands, hundreds, tens, and then ones. So I have thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. 1,492. Well done. Thank you. 60. Thank you. Wow, you guys are great. We have 1,492. Good job. And then we have our number. That's what it looks like. 1,492. Well done, everybody. And then we have our next number, this one. I'm going to clear my abacus. I just push all my beads away from the horizontal bar. And then I have my thousands, my hundreds, my tens, and my ones. What number do we think? So we have our thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. Ah, thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate that. Sometimes it baffles me when I'm not sure if I get trolls or if they really mean to be as observant. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard to tell because it's always through the text. So yes, we have 7,488. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hello. What? Is it over? I'm sorry. Is it over 1,000? Not. Wait. Thank you, Deceptive. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what are we doing? Hey, Real. Thank you for the new knowledge. Thank you so much. I still don't get it. Okay, we're going to do a review for cow. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that make sense? This is 4. And then we have 5. The top beat is 5. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we have 10. 10 is the tens and the ones. Yep. And then we can count by 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay. Thank you, Real, for your comment and your participation. All right. So we have 7,488. That's the answer. So what's our next number? So, yes. So when you flip the blue, that is what you 5. That's 5. So if you look, this is 1, this is 5, right? So this is 1, this is 5. Now we have 6. So we have 1, 6, and 5. Does that make sense, cow? So when we're looking, we have the 5 and then we count. We have 5 and then 6, 7, 8, 9. Thank you, cow, for the question. Okay, yes, thank you. We have 1,715. 1, and then 5. We have 1,007, 5, 6, 7, 1, and then 5. Well done, everybody. So yeah, that's what takes us to this number. Thank you, Travis. Thank you, Copper. Yes, thank you, Pelly. I get it now. Okay, good. See, that's why I wonder about some people that are being thick, and I feel like that they're just trolling. You know what I mean? So it's like, and then they say that it's hard. I'm like, they tried to, it's harder to be, anyways. So we have our thousands, our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. How do we get it? Right? Good. So we have thousands. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Well done. Yes, thank you. No, I was not talking about you, Cal. I was talking about the person previous. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 1. Right? And then now I have my place value. Cal, do you see this? So I have place values. It helps. Sometimes it helps to see it too. So we have place values: ones, tens, hundred, thousands, 10,000s. When we're looking, you'll see that this is here is a dot. This dot is a label. Because I have a label, this will tell me my ones place. That's why this will be empty, because I don't usually deal with decimals. But you have the opportunity to have decimals. Because we have the opportunity for decimals, then you can do 10 and then 30. So 0.13. Notice that there's also a label over here. So now we can group it. We can see the group. We know that our thousands are over here. This is where a comma is. So it'll be 9,000, comma, 391. And then if I really wanted to, I could move this one over and I can make this one my ones place.
Pokemon, I choose you!
If I'd made this my ones place, then I just move everything over and it'd look like that. But if I do that, then that means what? I would have a really small number. So I can make a really small number, 0.0001. That's a really small number. But that's why I choose this one over here. Because I choose this one over here.
Okay, Charizard, I choose you!
Then I can have my ones, tens, hundred, thousands, 10,000. And that's what we're doing here. So we got that number. Thank you, everybody, for participating. So what we just did is we understood it's called an abacus. It's called an abacus. Hold on. 9, 3, 9, 1. Copper. I haven't been feeling good, and watching has been fun and relaxing. Thank you. No, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sometimes it's hard when people come around and can't see because it's all about text. So, Rose, thank you so much for the question. What this is called a Japanese abacus. This is a Japanese abacus, and this Japanese abacus is made out of plastic. I had to think about that one. It is made out of plastic. Oh, what happened to my... boo. Sorry. I need to find where you guys are. All right, there we go. Console. Okay. This is made out of plastic. This is 7 columns and it's colorful. Does it matter about the color? It doesn't matter about the color, because when we have it like this, it's all about the placement of the beads. The placement of the beads is what tells you the number. So here is my single colored abacus, and this is my colorful abacus. I like the colorful one because it is pretty. Never understood this. And yeah, it reminds me of 7th grade. Thank you. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice the beads are touching this horizontal bar, the reckoning bar. This reckoning bar is the same as this one over here. Oh, that doesn't look good. So then we have, right? Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, when we count to 5, the top bead is 5. That's what 5 looks like. And then we have 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, and then 9. So what's after 9 is 10. 10 is how we write 1 and 0. So every column is represented as a number. Every column is a representation of a number. So it doesn't even matter what we have. So we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does that make sense? So then that's all it goes. And it only goes up to 9. So if we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See that? So 1, 2, because there's 2 here, there's 3 here, 4 here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 10 is 2 digits. So you have to take over 2 columns. But we're not worrying about that right now. What we want to do is we want to understand every column has a number. All right. So we finished the maze. Thank you, everybody, for finishing the maze. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're going to understand how to move the beads. That's our next thing. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. What are we doing? We are, for those of you that are interested, I do have books, Abacus books available in my TikTok shop. I also do sell the Abacus. So thank you so much for liking the live. Thank you so much for liking the live. For those of you that are interested, my name is Lynette. I've been teaching Abacus for about 20 years now. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to read the Abacus. That's what we did. We read the Abacus. I do have other books available over here. And it's under my name. Thank you, everybody. So then here, now what we're going to do is we're going to understand how to move the beads. When we move the beads, that's what we're going to do. What does that mean? Well, we need to understand when we add, because that's the point of understanding how to move the beads. All right, how are we doing? You can do, I'm sorry, I gotta go. You can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. It is possible. All right. So what are we going to do? Understand how to move the beads. Because we need to understand how to move the beads, notice that the beads, look, if we pay attention to the abacus, right? Pay attention to the abacus. You'll notice that the beads have edges. Because they have the edges, thank you, Travis. I have to go. Wonderful experience. See you later, Travis. Hopefully I could see you in my next live. Can you do abacus for calculus? If calculus has basic arithmetic, you can try it. I don't know calculus, so I don't know. All right. So on the beads, right, we see that they're edges. So what you're going to do is when you move the beads, you're just going to use the edge of the beads. No matter how big and fat your fingers are, you should be able to just get the edge of the bead to move it like that. And what we want to do is understand that where the beads move really nice and really easy, and because the beads move very quick, very easily, it's easy to bump. So if your table gets bumped, your answer is going to get wrong. So what I would do is I would hold the abacus with your left hand and use your right hand to do the calculations. When we do that, then everything is stabilized. What else are we doing? Oh, when we notice we have 55555.55. So all our numbers are here. But if we do this and we flick, then your answer becomes wrong. So don't flick.
And flick. Oh, you flicked too hard, damn it!
Don't flick, and that will give you a wrong answer. So what you want to do is you want to move the beads with intention. So if you notice, I would move the beads like this, right? And you have to be careful. Not be careful, but be gentle, because it's very easy to move. Okay? So we have 7 and then 9. That's what that is. Okay. That's what that. Okay. So here's a little flip through of my book. Thank you guys so much for liking the live. This is a flip through of my book. This is the book for preschoolers. I was trying to gear towards preschoolers, so ages 3, 4, and 5. Those of you that are just learning how to read the numbers, and that's what this was for. And I have activities to do more bead recognition and number recognition. So this is a number recognition, the word, and they need to find the abacus. Thank you guys so much for liking the live. So what I'm trying to do here is provide an activity to strengthen the idea of what numbers are. Not necessarily only abacus, but numbers in general. And so this is a 1-to-1, find the number, write the number, and trace it. And then lesson 2 is numbers from 5 to 9. So when I broke this up, I made it to 5 to 9 because so I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. So when we're looking at it, that's what it looks like. Thank you, user 847. So this is what we have. This is the color by number, and again, it's just to find the numbers, right? To find the number 9. And then I have some tracing, so that's what tracing looks like. Yeah. And then I have activities. The activities again is like pixel art and color by number and some other like color counting stuff. And then I have mazes because I like mazes, and then it's more counting like this. And then at the end, there's a little congratulation. Congrats, you finished. Okay, so then we have lesson 2, lesson 3. Lesson 3 is about counting forward, and then lesson 4 is about counting backwards. Lesson 5 is about what comes in between. So we have our number, what comes in between. I give you the number here and I give you the number here, and then you have to figure out what the number in between is. And then after that, it's like what comes like around the number. So if I give you the middle number, right? If I give you the middle number, then you have to tell me what the other side of the numbers are, right? So if I have 2 here, then you have to tell me that this is 1, 2, and then 3. So the idea was to understand the relationship. Then we talk about, comparison. This is the comparison of like bigger than and less than, and that's it. So then now we're at a point where we need to understand how to add on the abacus. That's what we're going to do. That's what we are going to go do. What we are going to do is understand how to add. When we add, we want to look at our second number. The second number is always going to be the number that we're trying to add to, right? Or subtract from. When we're looking at it, we don't focus on the result. Mainstream focuses on the result. Abacus focuses on the process. So when we're looking at it, we have 7. There we go. We have 7 on our abacus. There we go. We have 7 on our abacus. Because we have 7 on our abacus, my question will be, do I have enough beads to add the 1? Yes, I have enough beads to add the 1, so all I got to do is add the 1. So my final answer is 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then again, just as a reminder, any of the beads touching the horizontal bar or the reckoning bar is being counted. So we have 5, and then the top bead is 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have 2, right? Same thing. I have 7 on my abacus, and then I want to add 2. Can I add the 2? Yes, I have these 2 beads. I just add the 2 like that. And then my final answer is 9. And then I could do it again with the 3. Notice with the 3, right, I can do it in mainstream. You can do dots, which is fine, or you could do tally marks, which is fine too. But in the abacus world, I like to do it with the abacus. So I have 5 and 3 makes 8. I can decompose that 5 plus 3 equals 8. So I have 8 on the abacus. But I can actually scale it now, because if I wanted to say 50 plus 30 gives me 80. And now I because every column, every number is represented, it's easy to see. And now we could subitize. Subitizing just means that you can look at a number and you know what it is. Whereas on the mainstream, you could do a lot of dots, but that's a lot of dots, right? And then if I want to do 500 plus 300, it is 800. 5 plus 3 is 8. How did I get 100? This is the tens, this is the ones. This is 8 in the hundreds column. So now we know this is my hundreds, right? My tens and my ones. And that is how we get 800, which is now I showed you that abacus is also scalable. It's scalable to the amount of beads that you have. So now we have our next number, which is 4. We want to add the 4. So we have the abacus, we have add the 4. And then what do I want to do? I want to add the 4. I'm sorry, I have the 5 and I add the 4. Add the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. My final answer is 9. And then we know how to add. We know how to subtract. When we subtract, we just move it away from the horizontal bar. So if we have 6 on the abacus, that's what the number is, 6. And then we have 1. We want to add the 1. Hold on, zinc. Let's put a pin in that and we will get to it. If that's all right, right? I mean, you could count up. We do 9 and then 10, 11, 12. You could count up, but there's an actual formula for that because that's the next number. That's the next set. So what we want to do is we understand how to read the beads first, and then we want to know how to move the beads. Is there enough? Yes, there is. So, yes, let me make a note of that, and then we will get to it. But there's a whole thing. This one? Yeah. Okay, let me make a note of that. I'm sure I'll get to it. But I want to make sure I make a note of it. Okay, so what's after that? Now we know how to subtract. We know how to add. Anytime you go to the horizontal bar, we're adding. So this is 3. And then I want to take away 2. To take away 2, I just need to take it away from the horizontal bar. So you know how to add, you know how to subtract. Just like putting on your jacket and taking your jacket off, right? Putting on your jacket, taking your jacket off. It's a very basic and fundamental skill. So what we're doing is understanding how to move the beads. When we understand how to move the beads, then we can go forward, right? So the first thing I want to do is continue on with how do we take away the 3. So if I have 4, I'm adding 4 to the abacus. I want to take away the 3, take away the 3. 1, 2, 3, take that away. So my final answer is 1. Hello, hello, cat. And then 4, and then 5. 5 is the same. 5 goes to the horizontal bar, but this time we're moving it down. So if I have 3 on the abacus, I want to add 5, you move it down like that. Take away the 5, add the 5. Take away the 5, add the 5. And it's the same thing with the 6. So the 6 is 1 and 1 and 5. So if I have 2 on my abacus, I want to add the 6, I bring it together like that. If I take away the 6, I push it apart like that. I add the 6, I take away the 6. And I can do it again with the 7. Right? If I have 7 on my, I have 1 on my abacus and I want to do 7, right? That's what I do, 7. I take away 7, looks like that. So I add the 7, my answer is 8. I take away the 7, my answer is 1. And it's the same thing with the 8 and the 9. And that's it. 9, oh, this is the minus. So then we have 7 plus 1, take away 5. That's it. So my final answer is 3. All right, so we're going to continue on. We're almost there, Zinc. We're almost there. But the first thing I want to do is show you a concept. The concept is what happens when there's not enough. We're almost to Zinc's question, but not yet. All right. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to understand how to make a 5. The reason why we're going to learn how to make a 5, one, is because it's one of the fundamental things that we need to understand. Sorry, I'm trying to... Okay. Why are we trying to understand this? We're trying to understand this because we need to utilize the top bead. Why do we need to utilize top bead? Because that's what's stopping us. Okay. Okay. There we go. So here's my next book, which is, How to Make a 5. Now, in school, we're teaching the kids how to make a 5, right? We're teaching the kids how to make a 5. Because we're teaching the kids how to make a 5, we need to know 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. 5 plus 1 is, 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. 3 plus 2 and 2 plus 3. We need to know this. Why do we need to know this? The reason why we need to know this is because it all has to do with the top bead. This is the top bead, right? Because it's the top bead, I will show you a simple yet powerful question. Okay, so here we are. We are going to do 4 plus 4. You're going to say, this is too easy. It is easy because it's the basics, but we need to understand the basics before we can start scaling it. So that's the first thing we're going to do is understand that there's 4 on the abacus. Because I have 4 on the abacus, I want to add another 4. But to do that, let's use some other props. So we have 4 on the abacus, we have 4 pennies, right? And then we have 4 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what I want to do is I want to add another 4. To add another 4, notice I have no more beads. I have no more beads to add another 4. But guess what? Because I want to stay in the same column, right? Because I want to stay in the same column, I have a 5 that I can utilize. I can utilize it. So what does that mean? I can give you a 5. This is my 5 cents, right? 5 and 4, right? But that's too much. So I have to take away 1. So I minus 1. My final answer is 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. I can show you again on my abacus. Add the 5, take away the 1. So my final answer is 8. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining. Please keep your mind open for something different.
Now, open your mind to me, please. Open your mind.
It is not new because abacus has been around for a long time, but it is different. So when we're looking, we can do it again. We have 3, right? 3 on our abacus. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then what do we have? Yeah, right? Thank you. Not Mott's. Yes, it is Quaid. Okay, so we have 3 on the abacus. We have 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we want to add the 4. To add the 4, we don't have any more random beads, right? We don't have any more loose beads. Notice that? We don't have any loose beads. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this. We're going to utilize this 5. Because we're going to utilize this 5, right? We're going to add this 5. To add the 5, that's too much. I need to take away 1. So I take away the 1. So my final answer is 7. 5, 6, 7. I add the 5, take away the 1. So my final answer is 7. 5, 6, 7. I've always struggled with that. Now I'm going to learn even harder math. I don't think that this is hard at all. This is just a different concept. If you're not open to it, you can leave.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
All right, so let's do it again. How are we doing? Does that make sense? So we have 2 on the abacus. We have 2 on the abacus. We want to add 4. When we add 4, what are we going to do? We want to add 4. This is the 4 that we're going to add. But we don't have any more loose beads because look, I only have 1, 2, right? So what are we going to do? I need to compensate. I need to figure out another way to add the 4. I have this 5. I can give you my nickel. And now that's too much. I need to take away 1. So I take away 1. So my final answer is 6. 5, 6. So I could show you again on my abacus. Add the 5, take away the 1. So my final answer is 6. That's it. That's it. Okay, how are we doing? Thank you for the follow. Does that make sense? Are we okay? Thank you for the follow. So what we're doing is we're understanding how to use the abacus. And we could do it again with the 1. But then what? We do the 1. It's the same thing. We have 1 on the abacus. I have 1 on the abacus. But I don't have enough beads to add 4. 1, 2, 3. I don't have any more beads. Guess what? I have my nickel. Because I have my nickel, right? I'm going to give you my nickel, but that's too much. I need to take away 1. Take away 1. So my final answer is 5. I could show you on my abacus. Add the 5, take away the 1. Hello, DF. Hello, DF. This is so original. Thank you, but I didn't create it. This is Abacus method. The Abacus method is a very well-known method. The method is very popular in everywhere else in the world, except for America. I am here to teach the matrix abacus. That's what I'm here. So for those of you that are interested, I do have a preschool book if you're looking for it. The preschool book talks about how to read the numbers first with abacus-focused activities. And so this is the little run-through of my books. And this one was geared towards children that are 3, 4, and 5. And I have activities to talk about what the numbers are. And so I show what the number is and what the abacus is and the quantity. So it's kind of like a 1-to-1. And then we talk about the relationship of the numbers, like how do you count forward, how do you count backwards, what comes before, what comes in between. So thank you. Okay, yeah, not a problem. But thank you for letting me know about your child. Or your nephew. And then the other thing is I do sell this one in my Abacus store as well. So why is this method better than just memorizing? Because you're memorizing and it's not scalable. That's why. You can memorize, that's fine, but then it's not scalable because then you have another activities, right? Then you have other things that you have to compensate. So here. And you don't get memorization contests. There are abacus contests. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, that's a very valid question, but you could memorize, right? But then that's what you call illiterate. There was a documentary that I read. They were like, the truth about reading. And the truth about reading is that they're illiterate, but what they did is they memorized. And if they memorized, they had to memorize a lot of things. I mean, it's easy to memorize, but there's so much to memorize. It is very difficult. So like, here's an example. Here's an example. Oh, zinc. So here's your question. Let's start with your question. What we're going to do is we're going to bump a little bit ahead to learning how to make a 10, right? Learning how to make a 10 is what? Is another same thing concept. We understand the concept. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. So like if I did this, you could do 1, 3, 5, 7, right? On the abacus, right? 1, 3, 5, 7. And now what are we going to do? We're going to add 2,431. You could add it. You could memorize it. But that's a whole lot of memorizing. I can look at my abacus, right? And then I could say, okay, can I add the 2? Yes, 1, 2. This is the concept I was teaching you. Can I add the 4? I want to add the 4 to this column right here. So now we know the concept. Do I need to add the 4? I don't need to memorize, right? I just need to know. I need to add the 4. I can utilize the 5 and I take away the 1, right? And then I want to add the 3. Can I add the 3? Yes, I'll add the 3. Can I add the 1? Yes, add the 1. So my final answer is 3,788. We can do it again. Connor, does that make sense? I never truly understood. I just memorized that. Yeah. Here's another thing. Here, let's do another one, right? 1,221. We can do that. And then what are we going to do? We want to add 2. Can we add it? Yes, add the 2. Can we add this? No, we don't need to add 0, right? We don't need to add 0. Then what? Can we add the 3? No, we cannot add the 3. Guess what? We know if I utilize the 5, I need to take away the 2. Add the 5, take away the 2. And then plus the 6. Looking at it, I can add the 6. I don't need to memorize. I just look at my abacus. That's the difference, Connor. That's the difference. I taught my 5-year-old grandson to count and subtract using the abacus. Whoa, see? Now you can do math without. Yeah, that's crazy. But see, that's what I'm saying. You could memorize, but that's a lot of memorizing. Or you can understand the concepts. So here we have 26. We do it again. We have 26, 20, and then 6. We add 32. To add 32, we don't have any more beads to add 32. I can see that. So I need to know what? I need to know how to make a 5. Add the 5, take away the 2. And then I want to add the 2. I don't memorize the doubles. Is the abacus books? Yes, the abacus is separate from the workbooks. I did have a bundle that I did create, but that's with everything. And I can show you what that looks like. I'm trying to find my bundle. Oh, here it is. Nope. Here it is. So the bundle, so this is the bundle that includes the abacus. Does the thinking still correlate without the physical thing? It can do it without the physical thing. It's just a different way of thinking. And so I like to use the physical thing just because it shows me what it is. So Dre, just so you know, it does come with the package that I pinned comes with all majority of the books. So we have it comes with the abacus. It comes with the preschool book. It comes with the whole set. It comes with the plus the 5. And then it comes with minus the 5. Hold please. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it comes with the preschool book. It comes with this. And then it comes with minus the 5, which is understanding how to take away the 5. Then it comes with how to make a 10, right? And then the next one, it goes to how to minus a 10. And then after that, it also comes with this dry erase, which is what I've been using. And this dry erase is about everything about adding the 5 and adding the 10. And because when we add the 5 and add the 10, then we will, and I just explained like how to do it. And then there is an accumulation. Where is it? What am I looking at? Oh yeah, there is a summary of how to make a 5. So these are the only things that you need to memorize. How to make a 5 and how to make a 10. That's the only thing you need to memorize. And then from here, I show you how to use the formulas. And then it's a dry erase, so then you can practice in it. So, yeah, and that's what I have. And then I give you a framework of how each question is broken down. So, hey Tammy. Yeah, thank you. Oh, thank you, Dre. Just so you know, I mean, it's there, it's available. I'm still trying to figure out a lot of things. Okay, so Connor, did that make sense? I mean, it's a very valid question. Like, why don't we memorize? You could memorize, but then you don't really understand how the numbers work. Where was I? Oh, I was at the 5. Oh, I need to do 10. Oh, yeah. So, I need to get a better organization. I think I need more room. Okay. What are we going to do? Okay, let's go on to carrying of the 5. Carrying of the 10. Okay, so Zinc, here you go. Zinc, do you have any books that would teach how to do division multiplication? Not yet. I'm working on it right now. Thank you, Lee. I am working on it right now, and it would be remember to breathe. It is hard to remember to breathe. Thank you so much for the comment. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, people, that's what, in mainstream school, we're taught to memorize. Oh, that was the other thing. Here we go. This is going to be cool. This is going to be cool. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to understand how to make a 10, right? That was Zinc's question. Zinc's question was 9 plus 3. Now, when we look at it, we have to understand that 3 is what? How do you make a 10 with a 3? How to make a 10 with a 3? To make a 10 with a 3, oh, good, Zinc, you're still here. Thank you so much. How to make a 10 with a 3? Because the question was 9. The question was 3 plus 9. 9 plus 3. That was the question. 9 plus 3. So I gotta, there we go. So to make a 3, what are we doing? The reason why I say 3 is because that is my second number. The second number was 9 plus 3. Here's the question. 9 plus 3. So the question, that's the question. Well, what are we going to do? Well, we have 9 on the abacus, right? We want to add the 3. Well, remember, we don't have any more beads to add the 3, right? We don't have any more beads. So what do? We need to understand how to make a 10. This is where, in mainstream, we talk about carrying on. So, carrying on just means what? Add the 10. The difference is mainstream counts up. Abacus doesn't count up. What we do is compensation. We know we know to make a 10 with a 3, we need to use a 7. But we need to get it from somewhere. So we're going to make our 10, but we have to take away 7. So if I take away the 7, and I had the 1, that's my formula. Now, why did I do that? The reason why I did that is because I need to make a 10. One way to think about it is to make a 10, I need to have 7. But this 7 needs to come from somewhere. So if I have 9 on my abacus, and I want to add the 3, but because I have a 3, I don't have any more beads. I need to, if I want to make a 10 out of this 3, I have to get the 7. But the 7 has to come from somewhere. The 7 comes from the 9. So you have to take it away from the 9. So that's why we do the formula minus the 7. Now I have 10 in my hand, but to show it, I need to add it on my abacus. So my final answer is 12. I hope that made sense. Yeah? So, I feel like, yeah, it's a different way of thinking. It's a very different way of thinking. Everybody, if you can, please keep your mind open to a different way of thinking.
Now, open your mind to me, please. Open your mind.
Thank you, DF, for the gifts. Thank you for checking in. For those of you who are interested, please check in with your orange heart me. All right. So we can do it again. Did that make sense, Zinc? So what we're doing is we do it again. What we're doing is we're understanding how to make a 10. We could do it again. Wait, do you count 1 by... I'm sorry. I'm trying. Okay, hold on, Mimi. How do you count on one of these? Oh, here you go, Sins. Let's do a review. Let me do it again. I want... Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, DF, so much. Okay. Zinc, did that make sense? Hold on. Thank you, Mimi, for checking in. Hold on just a minute, Mimi. Zinc, Okay, no. You're fine. You're fine. I just need to. You kind of followed, right? You kind of follow. So I'm gonna go to the beginning part, right? I usually start off with understanding how to make a 9. So, because making a 9 is easy, right? If I want to add 9, it's the same thing. So we have 9, and want to add the 9. To add the 9, there's my 9. But then guess what? I don't have enough, and then I can use my money. Where's my money? Right? I can use the money as my concept. I have 9. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But that's too much. What am I going to do? I can give you my 10 cents, but that's too much because I'm going to add a 9. I need to take away 1. I can do it again, my abacus. My final answer is 18. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can do it again. Plus the 1, take away the, plus the 10, take away the 1. Right? So then what's going to happen? Right? We could do it again. So if I have 3 on my abacus, 3 on my abacus. See, the thing is, focus on the second number. It's the second number that we need to understand. The second number is what dictates whether or not we use anything. We don't count up from the second number. We're going to use is the formula for the second number. So if I want to add 9, I have no more room on my abacus to add the 9. So what do? I can plus the 10 minus the 1, right? Plus the 10 plus my dime plus my 10 cents, but that's too much. I have to take away 1. So my final answer is 12. I could show you again on my abacus. I add the 10, take away the 1. Did that make sense, Zinc? So it's kind of the same concept of adding of the 5, but now this time we're doing adding of the 10. So the concept is compensation, right? Understanding how to make what we're doing and then utilize what we have. Yeah. See, and it's different, right? It's the same but different. The only thing that's different is the concept. The only thing that's different is the content. The concept is very similar. We're making a 10, we're making a 5. Oh, sorry. Right? We could do it again. Here is 7. I have 7 on my abacus. 7 on my abacus. I want to add the 9. But to make the 9, I have to add a 10. I have to find 1 from somewhere. To find the 1, I have to get it from the 7. So when I have to get it from the 7, I just take it away from the 7. So now I have 10 in my hand. I can add the 10. Did that make sense? Oh, yes, thank you. Right. Thank you. Thank you, Casey. It took me a long time to figure out this part and how to explain it. Zinc, did that make sense? DF, thank you so much. Zinc, yeah? So we could do it again with the 8. Hold on, Mimi, I'm almost there. We could do it again with the 8. Right? 8, the formula is plus 10, 8 is equal to plus the 10 minus the 2. Remember when we add the 10, to make a 10 with an 8, it's a 10 and a 2. 10 and 2 is what we do. So what are we going to do? We have 9. 9, right? Plus 8. Plus 8. How do we make a 10 with an 8? To make a 10 with an 8, we got to add 2 from somewhere. So when we add 2 from somewhere, we got to take it from somewhere, which is the 9. Take away the 2. And then you have to show the 10. So you add the 10. And my final answer is 17. Did that make sense, Zinc? So we could do it again. And it's the same thing. It's the same concept. Why do you choose... Hello, Tony. Hello, Blue! Do another example. Side note. Where did you get the jumbo teacher? I got that from a retired teacher. Hello. Hi. I got it from a retired teacher. I can send you a link. But they're I think they go for like $100, maybe $200 in the other store. I don't have it. Okay, wait. Do another example? Yeah, okay. So let's do another example. We're going to do 4. Can't do 4. There we go. So we do 4 in the abacus. We do 4 in the abacus, right? And then what are we going to do? We're going to add the 8. To add the 8, we need to... Here, maybe this will help. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Here. So let's try this again. I have 4 on my abacus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? I have 4 on my abacus. This is going to be awesome. Okay. I have 4 on my abacus. Now I got to figure it out. Okay. I want to add 8. To add 8, I have 4 on my abacus. To add 8, I have this, right? I have 8. But instead of combining it, what we're going to do is we're going to make a 10 out of this. How do I make 10? To make the 10, I take it from the 4. And now I have 10. Guess what? Now I'm going to replace it to this. And now it becomes 12. Okay, let's do a review. For those of you, let's do a review. So let's do a review. Mimi, are you here? We do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. After 9 is 10. Mimi. Oh, okay, no worries. Let's do it again. Okay, thank you for checking in, Mimi. Okay, so we're going to do it again. We're going to count. When we count, all the beads are touching the horizontal bar. This is what we're doing, right? So when we're looking, are you here now? Is it all right? So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. After 5 is 6, right? How do I know this is 6? Because it's 5 plus 1 is 6. This is 7. 5 plus 2 is 7. We have 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. And then 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. What's 10? 10 is exactly the way we write. 10 is 1 and a 0. So that's what we got to do here. 1, 0. 0 is our placeholder. And that's it. So then we have 11, 12, 13, 14. So the other question is, why am I over here? The reason why I'm over here is because I have a label. There's a dot right here. This is my label. This label tells me where the ones place is. So that's why I start from here. Then I have 2 rooms for our decimals. I have, I can make money out of it, right? We're talking about money. But I have 2 for decimals. If I choose, notice I have this 2, right? Oh. I could choose any one of them to be my decimal, my ones place, It's not a decimal holder. It's a ones place. If I choose this one over here,
Pokemon, I choose you!
then I do ones, tens, but I have no more room for hundreds. However, I do have enough for a decimal. I can have a really small number, 0.00001. Happy Wednesday, Vinters. Happy Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you are well. The family's doing well. Thank you so much. I hope your family's doing well as well. So, thank you, DF, for subscribing. Does that make sense? Thank you so much. Okay, Mimi, did that make sense? Okay, what are the other questions I was talking about? Okay, the jumbo one, the place value, right? So we talked about the place value, the columns. Yep, the columns, and then I saw you were in you. Yeah. We kind of did it. We were there for just like a drive by, but we actually went to Yellowstone, and that was when I was gone for about 10 days, and I wasn't live. That's where I was going. I went to Yellowstone, and I stopped by Salt Lake City. Oh my God, it was so hot over there. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, we'll have to meet up. We'll have to try to meet up next time. Maybe next year. That'd be fun. Okay, so for the questions that are pending, did that make sense? How we read the abacus? Mimi, you okay with that? So when we're looking, we could talk about our place values. We have our ones, our tens, our hundreds, our thousands, and our 10,000s. Okay, so Blue, do you remember how to make a 5? I have to remember, I don't remember where everybody is. There's a lot of students. Blue, do you remember how to make a 5? let's start off with how like make a 5. Thank you, Zeno. Ruby Rose. Okay. Blue, are you still here or no? Zinc. Did that make sense? How to make a 10. So, and it gets crazy. Oh, yeah. It gets crazy. Here, let me do another one. It was so fascinating. I was breaking this down. So, in mainstream school, right? In mainstream school, here. Let me continue on with my thought. Okay, in mainstream school, this is a takeaway. I should have done a takeaway. Anyways. Here. This is gonna be good. I need to find my. There it is. Okay, mainstream school. This is supposed to be a negative. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do minus, right? We do minus 23 and 19. So when we're looking at it, in mainstream, what do? You borrow, you cross it out, and you make this a 1, and then you add this. So this has to be 13. So what happens? What happens? What happens is the kids have to memorize that 13 is equal to 9 and 4. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. You can memorize it. That's up to you. In Abacus, we just need to know our second number. Our second number is minus the 9 is equal to minus the 10 plus the 1. So when we're looking, we have 23, 1, 2, and then 3. And then what we're going to do is minus the 9 is equal to minus the 10 plus the 1. So my final answer is 14. We can do it again. Let's do it one more time. So in mainstream, you take away the 1, right? This becomes 2. You add to 15. You need to memorize that 15 is equal to 9 and 6. I remember I had to memorize it, right? I had to memorize that 9 and 6 is equal to 15. Or you go back and you remember, if I want to take away the 9, I have to minus the 9 plus minus the 10 plus the 1. I have 35 on my abacus. What do? Minus the 9 plus the 1. And my final answer is 26. We can do it again. We have 86. 86 on my abacus. I show you on the mainstream, right? Minus the 1 over here, and then this becomes 16. You have to memorize that 16 is 5 and 9 and 7. So what do? In abacus, minus the 9 is equal to minus the 10 plus the 1. You start to see the pattern, right? Minus the 10 plus the 1. And we could do it again. 17. I'm sorry, not 17. 47. 47, right? We want to minus 19. Well, I didn't take away the 9, but I'm trying to show you the 9. So we minus the 9, right? But then we have to memorize 17. How do you get 17? You have to memorize 9 and 8 is equal to 17. Or, on the abacus, minus the 9 is equal to minus the 10 plus the 1. Minus the 10 plus the 1. And then take away 1. That's what this is. So my final answer is 28. Right? We could do it again. Does that make sense, Zinc? So that's the difference between memorizing. You could memorize all of these bonds, or you can memorize the concept. Understand the concept. What do you think? Right? I would rather understand the concept, so then it's easier to It's easier to fit things in, right? Now you understand the concept. Crazy. Such a simple thing. But it's different. Mainstream talks about the result, right? But in Abacus, we know, if we know how to build it, we will know how to use it. Yeah. All right. How are we doing? How many people are lost? What should we review? Go back to 5? So that was the reason why we did this one. Okay, I don't know if Blue's still around. Yeah. So yes, thank you, Zinc, for the question. And then that's what it is. And then after that, we can go into like mixing the two. But when you get that solid, then it comes really easy. All right. How are we doing? Add those double digits, please. Oh, sorry. So, you want to add it or you want to subtract it? You mean subtract it? We have 35, 35. Yes. Plus, we want to add it. We can add it. Add the 5. I'm sorry. 35, 35, right? Plus 5. Plus 2 is what? Plus the 5 minus the 3. Plus 8. So let me write it out. Right? If I did this. Then, what do? We got to plus the 9. Plus the 9 is what? Plus 9 is equal to plus the 10 minus 1. This is where it comes really, you need to understand how to do your minus the 5. Understand how to do your minus the 5. Plus the 10, take away the 1. To take away the 1, I don't have any more beads. What do? Minus the 1 is equal to minus the 5 plus the 4. Minus the 5 plus the 4. So my final answer is 64. Then if I did this one, which is different, we have 5, we have 8 on the abacus. We want to add the 5. Plus the 5 is equal to what? Plus the 10 minus 5. So we plus the 10 minus the 5. That's what we did here. Now we got to do this. Plus the 9. Plus the 9 is what? Plus the 10. No, we just need to add 6. I forgot 6. Right? So then we need to plus the 10 minus 1. Plus the 10, take away the 1. So my final answer is 145. 145. We can do it again. Right? 47. Plus the 1. Plus the 1 is what? Plus the 5 minus 4. Plus the 5, take away the 4. Plus the 9. Plus 9 is equal to plus the 10 minus 1. I got it. Oh, okay, good. So, plus the 10 minus the 1. So my final answer is 66. We can do it again. But see, notice, you just need to know. You just need to know your basic math fact. You basic 10, how to make a 10 and how to make a 5. You know how to make it, then anytime it doesn't matter what the question is. We can do it again. We have 6, 8. Add the 5, plus the 5 is what? Plus the 5 is equal to plus the 10 minus 5. Plus the 10, take away the 5. And then we need to add the 9. Plus the 9 is equal to what? Plus the 10 minus the 1. Plus the 10 minus the 1. So what's my final answer? For those of you that are, it's fun. It is fun. Thank you. Thank you, Grant. This is easier than using our fingers, that's for sure. It is easier. It is easier. Oh, right, Mimi. Thank you. Let me go back and review a little bit. Anybody know what my final answer is? Thank you. Thank you, Dre. Yes. 127. Thank you. 127. See, and that's why we talked about how to read the abacus. Because what we do is we move the beads and then we see the answer on our abacus. So yeah, and that's the crazy thing. Like, it's so different than mainstream, because mainstream there's a lot of, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff. Okay. So that's about making the 5. Oh, making the 10. Oh, Mimi. Here. Let me do a review on how to make a. Thank you, Dre. Oh, yeah, not a problem, Dre. Thank you for the question. I appreciate the comment, the question. Yeah, because it's easy, right? It doesn't matter. You can go left to right, right to left. It doesn't matter. And as long as you know your basic equations It doesn't matter what to do. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Mimi, for the rose. DF, do you have any specific questions? Is there anything specific that I need that you have any questions on before I do some review? Ah, Tammy, if you understand these concepts, you will notice that it's yelling, yelling. Yes, exactly. It's yelling at you what to do. If you know these concepts, it's telling you directions. It's so fascinating, like how simple, right? Simple concept. And then you leave room to do bigger, more complex math like calculus and geometry and algebra and all that good stuff. Abacus is just the gateway. We just talk about adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. That's the only thing we do on the abacus. And after that, then the sky is the limit to whatever complex math you want to do. But here is what I'm just showing you to be number fluent and number flexible. Thank you, Tammy, for the question or for the comment. Yes, I should pin that. I am going to pin that comment. Okay, so Mimi, are you still here? Mimi. DF, I don't know if DF is still here. DF, let me know if you have any specific questions. Anything to answer any other things. Okay, if you understand these, oh yeah. Okay. Mimi, are you still here? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add, again, these are very simple questions, right? But please keep your mind open to something different. This is just different.
Now open your mind to me, please. Open your mind.
And what's going to happen is we're going to do 4 plus 4. 4 plus 4 is not, we're not going to memorize what 4 plus 4 is. What we're going to do is we're going to understand the concept. And now it's just kind of going through the concepts, right? So we want to do 4. We have 4 on the abacus. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to add the 5. Oh, I don't know if Mimi's still here. Mimi, are you still here? So we want to add the 5. To add the 5, there's not enough beads to add. I'm sorry, to add the 4, there's not enough beads. So what do? We need to make a 5. Make a 5. We have to give you a 5. If I give you 5, that's too much. I need to take away 1. So I got to take away the 1. My final answer is 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Thank you, Dre. Right now, it makes sense, right? Compensation makes sense now. So we could do it again with a 3, right? We could do it again with a 3. I have 3 on my abacus. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me show you on my abacus. So plus the 5 minus the 1. My answer is 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. I can do it again with a 3. So 3 is on my abacus. 3 is on my pennies. I want to add the 4. To add the 4, what do? We need to give you the 5, but that's too much. I need to take away the 1. And so my final answer is 7. Thank you, Dre. Thank you, Dre. And so the concept that we're trying to do is we're understanding how to make a 4. That's the concept. What are we trying to do? We're trying to understand how to add the 4. Adding the 4 is the second number. Because the 4, we're just reiterating and practicing. We're just practicing how to minus the 4. That's what we're doing. Hello, Jenny. Oh, man, I'm back for adding. So we could do it again on our abacus, right? We want to add the 5, take away the 1. So my final answer is 7. 5, 6, 7. We can do it again with the 2, right? So the concept is, how do you add the 4? That's what we're trying to do. To add the 4, I can give you my nickel. I can give you my 5 cents. That's too much. I have to take away 1. So I can, and then my final answer is 6. 5, 6. What do? I could do it again on my abacus. Add the 5, take away the 1. And so my final answer is 6. Mimi, did that make sense? Jenny, were you here for this? Were you here for adding of the 5?
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
No more counting on fingers. I just came back in. Okay. No more counting on fingers. We don't need to count up. That's the thing. That's the interesting thing about it. Now we don't need to count up. What we're doing is we're understanding concepts. So the concept that we're learning here is, how do you make a 4? 4 is plus the 5 minus the 1. And we could do it again with the 3, right? Again, we're not going to memorize our doubles. We're not going to memorize, and we're not going to talk about the answers. We're going to figure out this question. So the concept is, if I have 3 on my abacus, let's see, 3 on my abacus, 1, 2, 3. And I want to add another 3. To add another 3, I don't have any more loose beads. I have no more loose beads. So what do? I can give you my 5 cents. That's too much. But remember how to make a 5 with a 3? I have to take away 2. Right? Because this is too much. If I give you 5, it's too much. So I need to take away 2. So my final answer is 6. Thank you, DF. Yes. My final answer is 6. 5, 6. I'm sorry, 5, 6. Yes, thank you, DF. Does that make sense? So we could do it again with the 4. So I have 4 on my abacus. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what do? Ah, right? Hey, ASMR, welcome back. And then I want to add the 3. I give you my 5. That's too much. What number do I have to take away? What number do we have to take away? We have to take away 2. 1, 2. So my final answer is, thank you, Dre. Yeah, right? It makes sense. So my final answer is 7. 5, 6, 7. I can show you again on my abacus. Add the 5, take away the 2. So my final answer is 7. So now does it all make sense on how to make a 10 as well? Because it's the same concept. It's about, I think they call, in mainstream math, I think they call it compensation. Thank you, Frot. Yes, you can multiply on the abacus. Are we ready for that? Are we ready for multiplication? Let me know. Are we ready for multiplication? You ready, Dre? Okay. No, Jacob? Okay. So, Jacob, let's do a little review. Do you know how to read the abacus? Let's do a review. We do. Is there multiplication mazes? There will be. There will be. Once I finish, you know what? It's like in the it's in the background right now. But what I want to do is I wanted to finish the introduction to abacus for adults, and once I finish that, then I'm going to start pushing out my multiplication and division mazes. But yeah, there will be. It will be within the month, because my plan is to publish the abacus to adults for adults this week. I'm hoping it'll be this week because it's already Wednesday. So then I'll be able to focus my time on multiplication, because I really came into understanding how to break out the multiplication and make it more understandable. But there will be. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there will be abacus multiplication, and then there will be division. There will be two ways. One is for children and one is for adults. The reason why is because the children will be specific. There'll be the 2 times table, the 3 times table, and the 5 times table in the first set, and then every maze will focus on a specific multiplication fact. And then as they go through, then they start going into all the way to 9. So in abacus, we only go up to 9, because after 9, 9 times 9, it becomes 10. You know what I say about this. Hello, Jacob. Hold on. I'm just, yeah. So there will be. Yes, Tammy. I know. You're teaching me more than my teacher. Oh, Frot. Thank you. So before we go to multiplication, let's do a review for Jacob. Thank you, Jacob, for commenting. So we're going to talk about 1, 2, 3, 4. The first thing we're doing is we're understanding how to read the abacus. So we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. After 5, we have 6, 7, 8, 9. Jacob, did that make sense? 9. So your username in your username has 900. So if I was to show you 900 on the abacus, I just do this. 900. How do I know this is 00? Because 0 is a place value. Because 0 is a place value, I just use this as my ones place. This is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. So when we're looking, we just want to make sure we understand every column is a place value. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Frot. Jacob, did that make sense? If not, I'm going to continue on with multiplication, because a lot of people are interested in multiplication. It is really quite easy. the abacus, we do distributive property. That's it. All right. I don't know if Jacob's still here. Jacob, are you still here? There we are. Okay. So when we look, right, we have 900, and then we can just do 9. Now, if you notice that there is these two columns, is where my decimal place is. My decimal sits between my ones and my tenths, and so I go here, ones and tenths. And that's it. That's it. That's how you read the abacus. After you learn how to read the abacus, then you start going into understanding concepts, and this is the concept that we were talking about. The concept is 4 plus 4. We don't want to memorize what 4 plus 4 is. What we want to do is we want to understand the concept of how to add the 4. Adding this 4. This is the what? The second number. The second number is what we need to pay attention to. So what we're going to do is add the 4 on my abacus. That's the first 4, right? So after that, we want to add the 4. To add another 4, what do? I don't have any more beads to add the 4. I'm going to give you my 5 cents, and I got to take away the 1. So my final answer is 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. I could show you again on my abacus. 5, take away 1. So my answer is 5, 6, 7, 8. We're understanding how to make a 4. Does that make sense? So when we do 3, right, 3 on the abacus. Not enough to add the 4. Go add the 4. We got to give you my 5 cents. Too much. That's too much. Take away 1. We can show you on the abacus. 5, 6, 7. 5, take away 1. My answer is 7. And then we could do it again. We could do it again with a 2. 2 on the abacus. 4. 8, 5. Too much. Too much. Too much. Take away 1. So I take away the 1. My final answer is 6. 5, 6. And then we do 5. And then we do 6. I'm sorry. 5. Take away 1. There we go. All right. All right. Are we ready for some multiplication? Hey, Kat. Welcome back. It's been a bit. All right. I'm looking for stuff. What am I looking for? Okay, there it is. All right. Again, we're going to understand concepts. So when we understand concepts, I'm looking for understanding, right? We're not talking about memorizing. What we're doing is we're understanding. What we do in multiplication in Abacus is what we do is a distributive property. Distributive property just means that you're going to take the number and you multiply between each one of them. Hey, Simpson, instead of doing my math, I'm watching this instead. This is math. This is math, Simpson. Okay, so we do distributive property. We don't do what? We don't. I don't teach FOIL because FOIL is very one hit wonder kind of a thing. What we do is we understand the concept, understanding how to multiply. We do distributive property. That is the concept, distributive property. What we're going to do now is, what is distributive property? We take this number and we times it. And we take this number and we times it. That's what we're going to do. And now this is easy. I know it's easy. I know it's easy. But the concept is what we're doing. We do 1 times 2. Simpson, what kind of math are you doing? Oh, can't see that. So we do 1 times 2. 2. 2 is a single digit, so we need to make it a double digit. To make it a double digit, I need a 0. Hello, hello. Going into math algebra 1. Oh, interesting. Yeah, we do a little bit of algebra. We don't do enough. We don't do a lot of algebra. We do more arithmetic. So adding, subtracting, multiplication, division. Be right back. Okay, see you later, Mimi. So, we have to count our digits. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No matter what, that's 3. But now when we times it out, it's 2 times 1 is equal to 2. 2 is a single digit, so we have to make it a double digit. 0, 2. So 0, 2. There we go. Then we do 1 times 6. Again, 1 times 6 is 6. 6 is a single digit. Make it a double digit. 0, 6. 0, 6. The concept is to understand that we go back. I actually don't even know either algebra or 2, right? Right, Dre, but we don't do 20. We don't say 1 times 20. The reason why is because the abacus gives me the place value. So we don't need to worry about the 20. We just need to worry about the 2. So what? That's why I do 0, 2. Does that make sense, Dre? So when we're okay, so then that's this. Okay, so let's continue on. Let's continue on. I just need to give you more examples because you can't really make a conclusion to the one example. So here, again, our place values 1, 2, 3. We don't need to remember, right? We don't need to put in like 4 times 30. We just need to know 3 times 4. The reason why is what? Because 1, 2, 3. It does it for me on the abacus. So on your multiplication table, you don't have a multiplication table that says 4 times 30. You have a multiplication table that says 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. I add 1, I add 2, and now I'm here. If you notice, it says 120. 1, 2, 0. We can do, and then we got to do the next one. The next one is 4 times 7. 4 times 7 is equal to 28. Add the 2. Here we go. Add the 8. Here we go. So my final answer is 148. Did that make sense? Now we do it again. 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Tony. 8 times 6 is equal to 48. Again, we don't need to say 60. We just need to say 6. Why? Because I have my number here is on my abacus. I just need to add 4. I need to add 8. And my answer is 480. I haven't seen an abacus so long. I think I lost my abacus. I think I understand. Yeah, hey. Right? We'll continue on. It takes a little bit. Panna, just take a little bit. 480. Yeah, I'll continue on. Okay, let's do it again. So, and then you're going to see there's number patterns. Abacus shows you the number patterns. So we have 3. 1, 2, 3, right? How did I get that? 1, 2, 3. Then we do this. 2 times 9 is 18. Add the 1, add the 8. Now what? 2 times 3 is equal to 6. 6 is a single digit. We need to make it a double digit. 0, 6. 0, 6. So my final answer is 100. When multiplying, always start from the largest. I usually do. It's recommended. It's recommended to go from left to right, but you can go right to left, but it feels a little funny to me. I've been doing this for a while. You could, because I know mainstream talks with the first digit, ones first. You could start it off that way, but then you're going to start noticing that you're going to go from left to right. It will start becoming more natural to go from left to right. RA, the colors mean nothing. The only thing that matters is the top bead, and the top bead is a value of 5. So when we're looking, we have 5. We have count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. I think, Tammy, you started off with right to left, and then slowly Tammy went from left to right. It's an interesting way of thinking, but I feel like it's more natural to go left to right. But try it from right to left first, and then you're going to start seeing the difference, right? Try it one way, try it the other way. Because the idea is to be flexible. The idea is to remember where you track your numbers. The critical thing about Abacus is tracking which column you're in. So it doesn't matter if you go left to right, right to left. It doesn't matter. It just matters on your numbers on the abacus. All right. Penna and rod. Did that make sense? Okay. And then we can do 10. 10 is this. 10 is this. That's what 10 is. 1 and 0. Okay, we're going to do some more multiplication. 1, where are we? 186. We're over here. Yeah. Okay. When I'm done with this, I'm going to head out. But thank you guys for joining. We're going to do it again. 3. 1, 2, 3. We're over here. 1, 2, 3. Fraught. Are you still here? Does this make sense to you? So we're going to do 7 times 6. 7 times 6. What's 7 times 6? Oh, 42. Thank you. Thank you. I'm getting tired. 42, right? Add the 4, add the 2. And then now I'm here. 42. I want to go this way. I like this way better. Yep, 42. So then what's next? Thank you, Sinsin. 2 times 7 is 14. Thank you. Add the 14. Add the 1, add the 4. So my final answer is 434. Excuse me. And then we're over here. We count it again. 3 digits. 1, 2, 3. 5 times 2. 5 times 2 is... Sorry, excuse me. 5 times 2 is... Thank you, Dre. 10. 1, 0. Thank you, Simpson. 1, 0. Thank you, DF. 5 times 8. 5 times 8 is equal to... Thank you, Cat. Thank you, DF. Thank you, Dre. 40. 4, 0. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. So my answer is 140. Yeah, I'm starting to get tired. Okay. Oh yeah, so DF, just so you know, this is the preview of my abacus mazes for multiplication. So this is what we do, is I'm showing you the preview of that. 1, 2, 3. 8 times 9 is equal to 72. I can't wait for this one. Yeah, this is one of the prototypes. Thank you, Skater. Thank you, Skater. So we have 7, 5, 6, 7, and then 2, 1, 2. But notice I have my 0, so it's 720. 720. Yeah. So the stuff that I do in our live is prototypes of the books that are coming through. So then we have our next number, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 is a single digit, so you want to do 0, 6. 0, 6. So my answer is 60. And that's it. In our... Wow, it's a long maze. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 8 times 7... 8 times 7 is 56. Thank you. 56. Thank you, Skater. 56. 8 times 4. 8 times 4 is equal to... Thank you, Dre. 8 times 4. Thank you. 32. 32. So my final answer is... Thank you, Skater Boy. My final answer is 592. Whoa. It's actually supposed to be up here. Oh, I did it wrong. I gotta go check that. Okay, so here's the next one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 7 times 1, 7. 7. 7's a single digit, so you go 0, 7, 0, 7. So my final answer is 70. Yeah, that's easy. Anyways, yeah, I gotta figure this one out. So this is my maze. That's what we're doing. And this will be multiplying. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta figure that. I think I fixed it. I don't know. I gotta go back. I gotta go check. All right. I am gonna head out. It's been a little bit. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope I was able to answer your questions. Frot. I don't know if frot is still around, but that's what multiplication looks like. And how are we doing? Oh, thank you for the follow, Kat. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you everybody for joining. But yeah, this is thank you, DF. No, thank you, DF. Thank you. Yeah, I really want to get the Abacus for adults out the door because that's been my obstacle. But I do have it. Hello, Branson. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Dre. Thank you. I hope it made sense. I hope it made sense, and I do believe it's the greatest thing next to sliced bread. And for those of you that are interested, I do have books available. Either in my TikTok shop or over here. Just for everybody to know, I do have. I'm on my Abacus book for adults is my number 14th book, and I'm going to continue on to do multiplication and division books as well, and as well as thank you Zinc for the questions. Hopefully that all made sense. And I was going to continue on with more. I'm going to abacify the world, everybody. Just so you know, you've heard it here first. Abacifying the world. I'm showing the Matrix how to use the abacus. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good morning.